My brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you just to utilize your mind critically, analytically, and logically for once. Now bear with me for just a moment. Let's see if we can get this thing going. It should take a minute or two. As you will admit, there's a problem in the land today, the land USA. That problem is terrorists, mostly homegrown, are coming out of the woodworks and terrorizing and mass killing people in the United States of America. Now let us see if we can figure how this can be stopped immediately. You know, they're talking about title registration laws and discriminating on who can have license and et cetera, ad infinitum. But one thing we have to do, and we know this will work, we have to get down to the bare essentials. So let us ask this basic question. Since guns do not kill, then people use guns to kill, right? Yes. Now let us look at this a little bit more focused. What is the demographics of the person who is doing these mass killings? First of all, we have to admit 99.99% of all mass killers, terrorists that is, within the bounds of the United States of America, are young white men. So we know this is the group that does the most killings. Consequently, it logically follows that if we want the killings to stop, then we must stop this particular group of people from owning guns. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm talking about if you really want to stop it. But you see, they're flirting all around the issue, even though all the guys have been white. Now they're talking about insanity. Listen, my people. If you want to stop something from occurring, the best way to stop it is to stop the one who's causing the occurrences to keep going on. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you now? If a black boy was the profile, anywhere from 10 to 40 years old, was the terrorist profile of those who kill within the United States, then they would keep guns from them, or they would take these people and lock them up, or they would kill them when they stopped and searched them. So my brothers and sisters, we know that if you're white and live within the USA, you have privileges exclusively for your people, designed rather for your people. So we want to say to you now, Mr. White racist, supremacists, and all of you other white terrorists and potential white terrorists, we know who you are. You've exposed yourself. You have all kinds of psychological problems, but it's not your fault. See, these dynamics result from what your parents passed around during their history here in the USA. You see, what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down, and you reap what you sow. You send the chickens out early in the morning to get food. But when the sun falls or begins to fall, the chickens return home to roost. So the chickens are returning home to roost. And if you don't want the chickens to return home to roost, isolate those who are committing the terrorist acts and keep them isolated from curing, securing, taking, buying, or possessing any kind of automatic war gun. That's the group you got to watch. We can pinpoint this thing. That is, if you really want to stop terrorist killings, you must stop the terrorist who's doing the killing. How do we know who the terrorist is that's doing the killing? We know because we live here in the USA as victims of racism and white supremacy, and we have witnessed, we've read, we've heard that 99.99% of all terrorist killers within the United States of America are young white men. There you are. Do what you want to do with it, but that's the God in heaven truth. That is the solid truth. That is the unquestionable truth. You know it, and I know it. So let's get together and act on it, and we can stop terrorism within the United States of America. Once a day, y'all, man, do peace and hotep to you.